Okay, sorry about that. I got cut off. But I was finishing up. I did 2a plus 3b, and you saw how I put that in the calculator. I got 2a plus 3b, and I got 17, 22, 27, and 32. Now, what if I took a times b? Now, this is not something you can just look at and come up with the answer. Well, you're going to find it's not any harder. I'm going to go second, matrix. I'm going to take a times second matrix b. And there's the answer. I don't know if you can read it, but it's 19, 22, 43, and 50. So once you have the matrices in, you can do anything you want. And a lot of times, at least when I give problems, I'll give something like this and I'll do several problems off the same one. So if you enter those, it's not hard doing the rest of these. Let's do one more thing. This is one you're going to like. Okay, we've been working in section 2.4. We were working with the multiplicative inverse. So if I wanted to multiply the inverses, let's say a, I write it like that. That's a raised with a negative 1. So if I want to find this, let's say I want a, so let's go second matrix. Bring this over here. I want second matrix, and then I want a, so it's already at the a, so I'm going to hit enter. And I want the inverse. And if you look over here on the left, see the x raised to the negative 1. So my screen basically has a to the negative 1, same thing I had right here. And when I hit enter, look what happens. My numbers are negative 2, 1, 1.5, and negative 0.5. Now, if you're doing that on your own, where you had to find the value of d, then your answers probably would have looked more like this. Negative 2, 1, 1.5, that's 1.5, which is the same as 3 over 2. And that's just going to be negative 1/2. I'm guessing the value of d on that is going to be 2. Okay, and one more. Let's just do one more for the fun of it. Let's say we want to find the inverse of b. So I'm going to go second, matrix. I want b this time. Enter. X to the negative 1. Enter. So I'm going to have negative 4, 3. Now I've got 3.5, that's 3.5, or if it's a fraction, that's 7 over 2. And that's negative 2.5, the negative 2.5, negative 5 over 2. So it really makes sense to use that to get your inverse. And you know, if nothing else, when you're on a test and you're doing these, many times you look at it and, you as a student don't work with these every day. And sometimes it's hard to say, okay, I think I did everything right, but I'm not sure. And there's nothing really to tell you without going back and redoing the whole thing or doing something long and involved whether you got the right answer. So let's say you wanted to find the inverse. We know that is a kind of a process you have to do, and it's easy to make a mistake. This gives you a method, an easy method, to check your answer to make sure you got it right. Okay, that completes my TI-83 tutorial. If you want to use it, fine. If you don't, fine. I'm just putting it out there. It is a nice tool should you decide to use it.